Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me and see me. I just felt pulled to hop on here right quick because I was actually just about to doze off. Not quite, but sort of. Lights was off, and somehow my dog rolled over the remote and it popped on something that was talking about Phil Collins, some kind of documentary or something. It's weird. And so as I was kind of, about to drift off, I started to kind of pay attention to it because what was it, the day before yesterday? Me and my niece was actually listening to some Phil Collins as I was helping her with her hair. We was watching these reaction videos, these reaction videos of these kids that's like, I don't know, they could be in their early 20s or something. They didn't know who he was, those reaction videos. And they was digging his music. And so in hindsight, as I'm watching this, this like documentary or whatever, I don't know, in my mind, I thought he still looked the same, I'm still thinking of him as that, the Phil Collins that looked like off of that live performance. I can feel it coming in the air. That one. At least that was what the reaction video was that we watched. So anyway, so as I'm watching this little documentary phasing in and out, I was just looking at him like, first of all, I said he looked the same, but he looked different. Oh my God, I can't believe, he looked good and he looked healthy, but he definitely, I had to look up his age. So it said he's 73 years old now. And it was just sharing how he actually wasn't a singer first. He was a drummer. He was a drummer initially. And then he stepped outside of his comfort zone and ended up becoming a singer. But that's not even what pulled me to hop on here. What pulled me to hop on here was this. I don't know, whoever you are, just during this time of year especially, I know people have family coming in from out of town and stuff like that. Or whether you do or whether you don't, I just felt called to hop on here and just share and just say, check on your older loved ones. Just check in on them, and if they are here visiting or something, or if around this time of year you around them more than usual, I just felt pulled to just share like how important it is to try to give family members that you don't see like that, give them your undivided attention and be present with these people, but specifically these elderly family members. And I guess what triggered that is because as I was watching Phil Collins, and I know this is not a coincidence because me and my niece was watching him perform just the other day, and then for my dog to smash the remote and for it to pop on some documentary just showing, updating where he is in his life right now. Like he don't, for sure he don't play the drums anymore because he had a back injury or something, back surgery, and some major back pain, so he can't play the drums no more. And something's going on where he got drop foot, and so he's with a cane, and so he looked the same, but he looked, he's getting a little older. And when I look at him, he remind me of my dad. Elderly people, as they get a little older, they lose a little bit of weight. But mainly what it triggered me to do was to hop on here and just to share, like, if you got family that's in town, older family members, parents, whoever, try to be present with these people. If you don't see them all the time, put the phone down and just try to be present and just give them your undivided attention as much as you can within reason. Because I don't know, seeing Phil Collins as he looking good, but seeing him as he's aging compared to what I in my brain picture him as when we was watching that video, I'm still thinking of him as that same way back there on that live performance. But he getting up there, and just what it brought to my heart is how I remember nearing the end of my mom's life, maybe the last 5 years or so, getting towards the end. I just remember her saying stuff like, "Crystal, I won't be here always." And she wasn't even sick like that, but she just would say that. I remember those words. And I used, when you young or in the prime of your career, or you be busy and you be trying to kick it and be outside and got a whole lot of FOMO sometimes. And this is even for me, you can be not outwardly, but internally, you can be a little impatient with people that are older than you. It can even be your parents or grandparents. You give them your time, but you be like, gotta go. That's how your energy be. Or you be so indulged in your phones and stuff. And hey, all I gotta say is just be mindful of that, because even if it's just trying to be more intentional and present with them around this time of year, if they're around you, because they don't even be with you 24/7 no way. But secondly, I just heard her voice, and I remember her saying that, I ain't gonna be here always. See, so the people don't be with you all the time. They ain't. I mean, not even that they gonna pass on, but they be going back to wherever they from. If they here from out of town, parents, grandparents, specifically, or people don't stay on this earth forever. So try to be present, and and listen. Talk to them. You might learn something. They might have something to share with you they never share with anybody else. You just never know. It's just about creating memories, and them sacred, special moments, especially around this time of year. Because I know a lot of people got family around, and I just felt called to just say that, just share that, just try to be present. Try to be present. Put the phone down. You got to figure out a way to disconnect from that thing. At least, I mean, for a couple of hours during the interaction per day, something, and just be present and be really present. Even if the phone down, listen. What they say, I hear you, I know you listening, or I know you hear me, but you're not listening. Be present so you can really pick up what they be putting down. Be engaging. Look at them in the eyes. Hey, because before you know it, gone. And not that I feel, I was pretty present. Me and my parents were pretty tight, but I do know, I can remember when they was alive having that little bit of angst energy in me where, uh, they was sharp. They was pretty quick-witted and sharp and pretty active at their older age and stuff. And sometimes they'd drive my butt around because I used to be working so much and be tired. But I could still remember, I just know it's times that I could have been more patient, even if I never was outwardly disrespectful. I just remember that energy, honestly, inside me. You be wanting to do what you want to do when you be young. Hey, but these people ain't going to be here always. I can hear her voice just as clear. Krista, I ain't going to be here always. So just remember that. Because eventually it's going to be you, because you be thinking that kind of stuff be happening to other people. Hey, So cherish these sacred moments, especially around the holidays. Be present. Because I think oftentimes people, as they get older, they be feeling like they might not, even if we try to be respectful, they sense that energy on us too. When we be kind of like angst, time, urgency. And it's, even if it's internally, we might not be outwardly saying, I gotta go. But they sense that, and that can make them feel unimportant, like they don't carry much value. I think sometimes that's what trigger older people to want to do little things like be helpful, cook, clean, laundry, that kind of stuff, because they just want to be sure they have some sense of importance in your life at their older age, even if you are an independent person. So the least we could do is just be sure we're present with them and let them know, because they say people, how did Maya Angelou say that people might not remember what you did? What they say? I'm kind of tired, so you gotta excuse me. Wait, people might not remember what you did or what you said, but they always remember how you made them feel. So we talking about energy exchange, not buying stuff. It's about energy. And just because somebody older, they be sensing that. So just try to be present and let them know you see them and they valuable, even if they can't quite do as much. That you love them. You're grateful that they still a part of your life. Just that kind of stuff. Sorry. Yeah, I feel pretty good though. But I had to, man, I was like, man, I ain't even got no pants on. But something was like, get up and just share that, because I heard her voice. And just prior, when I was kind of in the middle of the Phil Collins little documentary thing as it was going, I looked at the clock and it was like 3:16 a.m. And I'm like, oh, actually, that's my mom's birthday. I think the other video I said May or something. No, her birthday was March 16th. So whenever the clock be like randomly, when I look at it, it'd be like 3:16 a.m. I'd be like, oh, Mom. So I know this was something also, at least in my mind, that was saying, like, share that, because I heard her voice just as clear. Crystal, I'm not going to be here always. So that's just something to be mindful of. Check on your elderly parents, grandparents. If they with you for the holidays, try to be as present as you can. Put that phone down and give them your undivided attention, because they can sense it. They know it when you angst in your energy, even if you ain't saying it, even if you being kind and what you saying is, even if you saying and acting cordial and courteous and all of this and loving, but if your energy is angst to go do something else, they pick that up, because we talking about energy, and at the end of the day, we spiritual beings having a human experience. And believe me, they done been around. What they say, this ain't their first rodeo, so they be knowing that. They might not know it as that, but they understand spiritual gaslighting. So you can't be trying to be super courteous and but inside you can't wait to go get that phone and go text. Man, they sensing all of that. Spiritual God, what is it? Yeah, spiritual gaslighting. They ain't gonna cut it. But just let them know that they matter, man, and just be with them. Be with them. Because they're going to be going back to Florida. They're going to be going back to Florida or wherever the hell they from. And it's almost New Year. You got, what, a week? Less than that. If, So anyway, I just wanted to share that. And also, this is the other thing. If you got elderly parents, just in general, elderly parents, elderly grandparents, because when I was looking at Phil Collins, he looked real good and healthy for his age, but he's thin. He only 73, but he's looking a little thinner. And I do know as people age, they get thinner, of course, because your body, your metabolic requirements is not like it was when you was young, because you're doing less, you're moving less. But also this is why you got to check on older people that's in your life, that you're close with. Hey, because they be having chronic pain that they don't necessarily share with people, that's what they be dealing with. And just from experience, I do remember my mom, as her pain kind of got a little bit worse, she didn't have, she was in pain. She didn't really share, but I noticed she didn't have the energy or the drive to want to do as much cooking. And so that can also create that weight loss too. So that's why you have to check on them and not look at it like, oh, they just getting older. No, sometimes elderly people be in a lot of pain. If you in too much pain, you ain't going to be getting up and cleaning no greens. You ain't doing none of that. It'd be the bare minimum because it's just too much discomfort. And especially if you're an older person who kind of don't really want to be taking no meds, understandably, that's good. But sometimes the way that's countered is that they don't necessarily, their nutrition can be off a little bit. And that's sometimes where that weight loss and slide in there. Because they be they don't have it. They just be in too much discomfort to do all that good old cooking like they used to. So that's why you got to check on them. Just check on them, be sure they're good, and listen and watch and feel. Try to understand what they're not saying, because sometimes people don't even be telling you when they be in pain. Most people don't when they be in pain. So that's why it's important to understand what your intuition is and what your spidey senses is, and don't be ignoring it for your own self, because then otherwise you can't even anticipate somebody else's needs outside of you. You can't even perceive stuff right if you get too disconnected from that part of yourself. Because I do remember that, and I do know that for sure. Just in general, elderly people, they be having chronic pain. They done been on the earth for how many years? They be having pain they be dealing with, but sometimes they never speak of it. But it can interfere with their ability to provide the proper safe care in terms of cooking and stuff like that. So just check on your people. I love y'all, and I just figure somebody needed to hear this, because I just know, just from experience, and then I just heard her voice. I'm not gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here always. So don't take that for granted, y'all. Whoever you are, don't be taking that for granted. Even if you say you don't, just check yourself. Well, what about your actions? What are you showing up as? Even if you say you don't, because that's one thing. Because it's about the actions. It's about the actions. So just be mindful of that and be present. Put that phone down. Don't be Speedy Gonzalez. It could wait. Work could wait. Answering emails can wait. It could wait. So, anyway, y'all have a good, what is today? Monday? Yeah, have a good Monday. I'm going to try to go to sleep. But yeah, something pulled me up. I had to hop on just to share that from my perspective, because I done went through that and been there, and I know. So I just figured, let me just share this. Put some on somebody's mind. Even if you do know it, it's a reminder. People ain't going to be here always. So don't be all busy, zoomy, and worrying about conference calls, all that. Take a break. It's the holiday. The Zoom call, all that stuff. It could wait. Be with your people. Even if they're young, just be with your people if they're here for the holidays. Be intentional, be present with these people. Because it ain't just old folks. Stuff happen to young folks too, man. So be present and engaging. That's a big deal. So anyway, I'm gonna try to take a nap. But yeah, I just want to hop on here and share that. That just came to my heart. So have a good Monday. I love y'all. Be safe. Okay. And what is it? 23rd? Oh yeah, not quite. Yeah, I'll see y'all before Christmas. But yeah. Talk to you later. Bye. This baby, wait, let me show you this baby. You see this baby over here? yeah, he smashed that remote, and then all of a sudden Phil Collins hopped on the screen, and I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, this definitely wasn't no coincidence, because we was just watching him doing a live performance, and he was on it too, y'all. He good. So that's why I said, when I saw him on this thing, I'm like, oh, I had to look him up. Like, how old is he now? He's 73. Oh my God, he my mama age. But in my mind, I didn't think he was it wasn't the age. He just looked a little different. That's all. And you can see it. He's still proud and good, but you can tell, like, man, he can't play them drums no more. He look a little something about it. It looked devastating for him, because he was a drummer first. That was his first love, you know. Anyway, let me go. Okay, talk to y'all later. Okay, bye.